Now then, YouTube, I hope you're all well. Oops, my wiper's on. This is a video, a VR, to Just a Man from Yorkshire. We haven't had any correspondence. So you don't know who I am, probably not. But as you'll see, I'm a fellow pipe smoker, although I have got a Toscano today, and I thought you could just do a little drive along with me, and it's in regards to your latest video, or one of your latest videos, because I think you're about a week into no smartphone. Well, I'm about 4.5, not quite 5 years into doing exactly what you embark on, and I'm going to tell you my successes and I'm going to tell you my fails, and hopefully it'll help you, because watching your videos actually helped me. We'll get into all that. So 4 years ago, nearly 5, I decided, instead of renewing my contract for a smartphone, I'd get a tablet on contract with a bit of internet, and I should just get a basic phone. So it's actually a Caterpillar phone, what I've got. No ability to do anything other than call and text, basically. You can actually take pictures on it, but you can't see what you took pictures of because the screen is that small. And of course, I found, see, I had to have a tablet because a lot of people say, oh, you've got rid of your smartphone, but you've still got a tablet, so what's the point? And this and that. And the point is, for me, we've got a small business, and so I have to have the tablet because WhatsApp's essential sometimes. It's handy to be able to send and receive emails, look at drawings when you're away from computer on site or whatever, and as also you mentioned, maps and things like that, internet banking. So what it actually enabled for me was the ability to be phone free or smartphone free throughout the day. And I found, as you are, it's like having an extra 4 hours because it takes a bit of getting used to, and once you've got used to it, you know, you find it better as you're starting to. I think for first sort of year, I went completely cold turkey, no social media. I had my YouTube channel. I had no social media whatsoever. And this is the slippery slope I went down. So I do quite a lot of buying and selling as well, you know, buying cut vehicles, tidying them up, flipping them, and Facebook Marketplace is absolutely awesome for that. And also it's good for buying pipes, for a massive clay pipe display from them, and, you know, X, Y and Z. So what I decided to do was to get set up a Facebook profile. I'd have no friends on it. And I'd just use it for marketplace. But of course it draws you in, because you would send somebody a message on Facebook about, let's for example, a van, and I think they must look at your profile and go, oh well, he's got no friends, this looks like a fake profile, it might be a scam, you're not going to bother messaging him back. So I thought, this is nothing to me, friends, by the way. But I thought, I'm not going to start adding friends, because it comes up people you may know, people send you requests, and workmates and all that. So I thought, well, there's no harm in adding a few friends from pipe smoking community, because 99% of them don't know me, like personally, as in my personal circles. And then I've got some friends, and people all message me on Marketplace. So I did that. And once I started doing that, then the algorithm starts then sending you reels about pipes, and today I realised, although I still don't spend hours scrolling, it made me realise I am spending time scrolling, and I have dropped back into the social media hump. So, thanks to you, I've come up with a new plan. So I'm going to remove the Facebook app off my phone, and I'm going to leave Facebook on my computer at work, because when I'm working, when I go to my computer at work, it's because I desperately need to, because I hate being on the damn thing. So if I want to buy something, it'll mean me going down to the yard, into the office, and turning the computer on, and then looking. So I'll have to actively do it, and not just get distracted whilst doing something else on my tablet. So thanks for that, Paul. I'm going to give that a shot and rein me in a bit, because you won't believe the differences that you're going to gain from it. I know you've got a good idea, but if you feel the same as I did when I first did it, which sounds like you did, and then two weeks, a month on, it's incredible. And you'll feel like you procrastinate less and you're more proactive. And I've noticed a decline in that in myself, and I think that's probably why, the aforementioned Facebook. So that's been an eye-opener for me, and I'm not going to waffle on anymore, but I used to breed chickens most of my life, so you've got a problem with chickens eating eggs. Now, the grit won't help with that. It will help them process the food better and help the eggs be stronger, but it won't stop them eating the eggs. Once they start eating eggs and get into habit of it, they'll get the taste for it, and you'll never stop them. The only way you'll stop them is to, there's a few ways. One's inhumane. The other is, if you get an hard-boiled egg and carefully take top off, and hard-boiled egg out of it and enjoy, and then fill it full of mustard, and then sellotape the shell back on. That sometimes puts them off. But the way to 100% stop them from egg eating, which can't fail, which if you get on Google, do a bit of a Google search, and if not, get in touch and I'll do you a drawing, is modify your nest box, and they call them roll away nest boxes. So instead of having a flat floor, they have an angled floor, and they have a little small opening for the egg to roll through, and you put like a carpet tile or something like that in the bottom instead of hay, and they go in, lay the egg. As soon as you stand up, it rolls off into the back of the nest box and they can't get to it. So we've done that in the past. But if you don't want to go to that faff, sometimes 50-50 chance of working, get an hard-boiled egg, hollow it out, fill it full of mustard, take top back on, and leave that in there for them to have a go at. You might have to do it a few times, but yeah, so there you have it. So just back at yard, hydraulic tank to weld up. It's going to be a late one because it's 37 minutes past 6 already, but that's why we work for ourselves. Well, I don't know why we work for ourselves, I don't really know why we work for ourselves, but that's the joys of working for yourself. So guys, sorry it's not of interest to most of you or even remotely pipe related, but until next time, keep it lit.